It's that time of year again. The air is filled with excitement and hope as we look forward to a fresh start and new possibilities. The calendar flips to January, and suddenly it feels like anything is possible. We make big resolutions, lose weight, get promoted, learn a language, meditate daily. Our lists are ambitious, filled with dreams of becoming better, healthier, and happier versions of ourselves. In those first days, we feel unstoppable, convinced this time will be different. Motivation surges, and we imagine ourselves crushing every goal. But soon that initial spark fades, and motivation fizzles out. The gym starts to feel like a chore, something we have to force ourselves to do. The language app gathers dust, untouched, for days, and our books remain closed on the shelf. The meditation alarm gets snoozed again and again. Disappointment creeps in, and we start to feel like we're letting ourselves down. We blame our willpower, thinking we're just not disciplined enough, or that we lack the strength to follow through. But the real problem isn't you, it's the approach. Most of us never learned how to set ourselves up for success. We've been taught that self improvement must be grueling and painful, that change only comes through struggle and sacrifice. We treat our goals like punishments, associating them with restriction, deprivation, and endless effort. But your brain is wired to avoid pain and seek pleasure. It's natural to resist anything that feels unpleasant or forced. When goals feel like punishment, you're setting yourself up to fail before you even begin. The cycle repeats, and we wonder why we can't stick to our plans. But it doesn't have to be this way. It's time to flip the script and make change enjoyable so you can finally succeed and actually look forward to the journey ahead. No pain, no gain. Push through the pain. We've all heard these mantras. They make us believe that growth only comes from suffering. But how well has that worked? Willpower runs out and misery takes over. This mindset turns your goals into a battlefield, pitting you against yourself. When you quit, you don't just drop the habit, you internalize failure. The truth? We're driven by positive emotion, not endless discomfort. Real change doesn't come from forcing yourself to do things you hate. It comes from finding ways to enjoy what's good for you. The secret isn't more pain, it's more pleasure. Discover the joy in the journey, not just the reward at the end. That's how habits stick. This isn't just feel good talk, it's science. Studies show that enjoyment is the strongest predictor of habit success. When you enjoy an activity, your brain releases dopamine, making you want to repeat it. Enjoyable habits require less willpower and become something you look forward to. Forcing yourself to do things you hate drains your mental energy. So ask, how can I make this enjoyable? The habit you like is the habit you'll keep. Pleasure isn't a distraction, it's the fuel for real change. Motivation comes in two forms, extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic motivation is doing something for a reward or to avoid punishment, like working for a paycheck. Intrinsic motivation is doing something because you genuinely enjoy it. When you chase goals out of fear or obligation, motivation fades fast. But when you find activities you love, you don't need to force yourself. The goal is to shift from I have to I want to. Maybe you hate the gym, but love dancing or hiking, do that instead. When you're pulled by enjoyment, consistency follows naturally. Intrinsic motivation is the sustainable energy source for change. Stop pushing yourself. Start pulling yourself with pleasure. That's the magic formula. Meet Alex and Ben. They're friends who decided to make a change together, hoping to improve their health and well being. Both start running to get healthier, but their reasons couldn't be more different. Alex runs out of fear. His doctor warned him about his health, and he feels pressure to change before it's too late. Every run feels like punishment for Alex. He dreads each step, counting down the minutes until it's over. Ben, on the other hand, runs for fun. Ben finds a scenic trail, listens to his favorite podcasts, and truly enjoys the process. For him, running is a chance to unwind and recharge. 6 months later, Alex has quit. The routine felt like a chore, and he lost motivation. The fear wasn't enough to keep him going, and the pressure only made him resent the habit. Ben, meanwhile, is running more than ever. He's joined a club, made new friends, and actually looks forward to every run. Ben's discipline comes from pleasure, not pressure. He's built a routine he loves, and it shows. The difference? Alex was extrinsically motivated by fear. Ben was intrinsically motivated by joy and curiosity. You can't hate yourself into a version you love. Self criticism rarely leads to lasting change. Motivation that lasts comes from within. When you find meaning and enjoyment, you'll keep going even when it's tough. Find the joy, and the habit will follow. Let your actions be fueled by what makes you feel alive. That's the real secret to lasting change. Choose pleasure over punishment, and you'll discover motivation that truly endures. So, how do you make goals enjoyable? The secret is to design your goals in a way that feels good, not like a chore. When you actually look forward to the process, you're far more likely to stick with it and see real progress. Give yourself options. If you hate running, try dancing, or maybe even something totally different like rock climbing or yoga. You could swim, cycle, or just take a walk in the park. The key is to find movement that feels fun and energizing for you. The best exercise is the one you'll actually do, not the one you think you should do. Want to eat healthier? Make meals delicious. Experiment with spices. Try new recipes. And don't be afraid to get creative in the kitchen. Turn eating into a sensory experience. Notice the colors, textures, and flavors. Share meals with friends or family to make it even more enjoyable. Studying, create a cozy environment. Make your space inviting so you actually want to spend time there. Light a candle, play your favorite music, use colorful notes or pens. Whatever makes the task feel special. Use temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you love, like sipping coffee or enjoying a snack while you work. Listen to your favorite podcast while cleaning, or turn chores into a mini dance party, or watch a show while on the exercise bike. Suddenly, the time flies by. Over time, your brain links the chore with pleasure, making it feel less like work and more like a treat. This makes it easier to start, even on days when motivation is low. The process becomes something you look forward to, not something you dread or avoid. Engineer joy into your habits. Add little rewards, track your progress, and celebrate small wins. When you make your goals feel good, you'll find yourself coming back to them again and again, and watch your consistency soar. We've been asking the wrong question: how can I force myself? Instead, ask, how can I make this enjoyable? This shift sparks creativity and turns resistance into excitement. When habits feel rewarding, you don't need willpower. You're naturally drawn to them. Think about your current goals. How can you make them more fun or pleasant? Bundle chores with treats, make exercise playful, or turn studying into a cozy ritual. Take one goal you've struggled with and brainstorm 5 ways to make it enjoyable. Try one this week and notice the difference. Share this approach with someone else. Lasting change comes from self love, powered by pleasure, not punishment.